Morning, everybody. This morning we're going to make some grain-free peanut butter dog cookies, and this recipe is from Canine Instincts. It's canineinstincts.com, and your 3 ingredients: 4 eggs, a cup of peanut butter, and a cup of coconut flour. I just have plain old peanut butter from the grocery store, and coconut flour I got at Kroger's. Most, readily available at most grocery stores now. So it's really, really easy. Just beat up your eggs. Put in your peanut butter. And your coconut flour. And mix them together. Try not to make a huge mess like I am. Our dogs absolutely love these. Short ingredient list. Easy to put together. But I will have to say that I love the way peanut butter tastes, but I do not like the cleanup from peanut butter cooking. So you will see my shortcuts on easy cleanup.
It's not the easiest thing to mix other stuff into because
say.
it's like a giant glue bomb.
It's not easy to mix either, but I mean, this is as much work as the rest of it is fun. Rolling it out and cutting it into cookies is fun. Or you can just do, like, sometimes at the end when I get tired of cutting and rolling, I just make up little balls and squish them just like a little peanut butter, just like a regular peanut butter cookie, only smaller. Or you can make them large if you have big dogs. We have small dogs, so I make mine. Alright, and then this is one of my shortcuts. I've got my rolling pin here, I've got a cutting board, but I have 2 pieces of parchment paper. So what I'm going to do is just a portion of this dough, which is, it's really got enough oil from the peanut butter. I'm really having a hard time getting it out of the bowl, that it doesn't stick too bad, but and I put a piece of parchment paper on top, kind of squish it down with my hands, and that way the cutting board stays clean, and so does the rolling pin. So that's one of my tips for easy peanut butter cleanup. Now you just want to roll this out really to whatever thickness you want. The thinner you make them, the less time it'll take to cook.
Well, that worked first time. Peeled right off.
Yeah, there's really enough oil in the peanut butter that it doesn't get too sticky. But like I said, I'm like supremely lazy, so I'm not gonna all I have to do is throw the parchment paper away. Alright, this is probably a really good thickness. I'd say that's what, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, between an 1/8 and a 1/4. And then I'm putting this on a cookie sheet that is also got parchment paper on it too. So this is all you do. You use your, whatever cutter that you have.
You just happen to have a dog bone cutter.
And I like the dog bones.
But you could use, this would be a good project for your kids cutting them out, and you could use whatever little cookie thing they like, right?
Exactly.
If you can buy.
But I like I said, if you don't have one of these, you can just
You just
roll it up in a little
right?
ball or a strip, like this. And then you have like a little, just like a little treat, and put that on there. And you can even make little cross hatches with a fork, like a peanut butter cookie. That's about all there is to it. You just keep cutting out and rolling. A little dog bone, or little squares, or they don't really care. I do the dog bone for me.
You can actually do your little pieces in between,
Do my little pieces.
little
in
rectangle
between.
pieces.
Yep. You could cut them.
Or I guess you're going to roll it up and do them some more, right?
Yeah.
With your extra.
See, this is getting a little thin down here.
That cup of stuff is going to make a lot of them.
It makes quite a bit. Now, because these have no preservatives in them, because they have a short ingredients list, you can't just keep them in a jar. You can keep a few of them, they'll keep a couple of days, but for the most part, put them in the freezer and take a few out that you're going to use for a couple of days. Now, and that's really not too hard, just put them in a freezer bag, take a couple out. They thaw out in like minutes. And once again, the dogs don't care. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing this until we get them all rolled out.
Thin ones will be a little crispier, and the thicker ones will be a little chewier.
Yeah.
And the dogs, of course, will always want to have at least one of each. And you've only used like half your dough, haven't you?
Not even that.
Not even half the dough. So this is going to make several pans of cookies. So this is one round. You have a bunch of fun doing it, and you've got, I was just at the store and bought a little bag of cookies for the dogs, and it was $8, and that was one of the less expensive bags with a much, much longer ingredient list. So you can take an hour or so of your time, bake these up, and you've got some really superior cookies for your dogs. You know exactly what's in them, and you've saved a bunch of money at the same time.
And the dogs absolutely love them.
And the dogs do go nuts for them. Something to try. Take whatever those favorite cookies are that you give your dogs. Try one. We had bought some at a store that was supposed to be, had all this, oh, these are done at home and these are small bake and the whole bit. They tasted like cardboard. We put them out in the compost pile, and I kind of felt bad for the bugs in the compost pile because they were horrible. You try these and you'll want to say, why are we giving these to the dogs? Remember, it's peanut butter, coconut flour, and egg. Sounds like a pretty good cookie to me. So, once you snitch these, remember you were making them for the dog. That may be why it has the dog bone mold, to remind it these are dog cookies, not people cookies. All right, we'll come back when we get further along here.
I've cut some different shapes just to show you guys that you could do whatever shape you wanted. These I just cut squares, just rolled it out and cut squares and put them on there. And these are just rolled up in a ball like you would normally make peanut butter cookies, peanut butter cookies, and then just did a cross hatch with a fork so they look like little peanut butter cookies. But they'll all cook at 350 for 17 to 20 minutes. We're about to put them in the oven. We've got 2 pans full, so this is my cleanup. This is the best part. If Okay, we don't have any cutting board to clean up. We have our little bone cutter, but that's it. Okay, rinse off the,
Yeah, you could clean that cutting board for an hour.
with peanut butter, yeah. So all we have to do is a little rinsing and we're good. Okay, I got a 350 oven here. And we're gonna put our 2 pans. Here's one pan. And our smaller pan with the different shapes. There we go. Set the timer for 17 minutes. And we'll be able to smell that pretty soon.
The 17-minute timer just went off.
I think it needs a little
She's
more.
taking a peek, says, well, it needs a little bit more. Let's see if we need to get a second opinion. No, I think the second opinion says they're done.
3 more minutes.
This old girl is ready to taste test some fresh peanut butter cookies. She's an old girl, but we love her. Boom.
Really hot. Really hot.
They're really hot. Well, they passed the first taste test. Yeah, tail waggers. Now, the true test of a good dog cookie. Oh, you don't want to give these to your dog. You want to eat these yourself. Give this just, These are very nice. Thank you for watching.